Alright, good morning you guys. It is the next morning and we are halfway finished with getting ready. I'm just gonna finish doing my, or start actually, doing my makeup. And I figured I would show you guys because it's definitely changed again. We're trying to improve here. So I'm gonna take you guys through my routine and show you guys kind of what I'm doing now. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna start with is this Prime Focus Primer by Wet n Wild. It spilled in my bag. It was this full and it spilled all over my makeup bag. I'm gonna go in with concealer. So I just put concealer. Now the main points where I put concealer are right in the corner, inner corners of my under eye, my middle of my eyebrows here, my under my nose because I get really red there, and then the chin area I have two scarring that are still a little bit red and not what I want. So I'm going to cover those up. Now I heard you're supposed to leave contour on for a few minutes, but we don't have time for that. So we're going to go ahead and just blend it in. I don't use this flat slanted side for my contour. I flip it over and I use this because I have to get into a lot of corners and things, and then this side I use for foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in and start buffing this out. Okay, so if you guys have seen any of my other videos where I put on makeup, you'll notice I put on a base of foundation, blended that, and that was my base. What I've tried to do recently is just use concealer as my base, and then I fill in my pores on my cheeks with foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and I put the smallest dollop possible of foundation. I've learned you're not supposed to put it is on the forehead and on the nose. You don't want to put foundation or any base on there if you're trying to go for a more natural look, so I try to avoid those areas. Then we're gonna move on to contour, which contour is so hard to me. I swear it looks like mud. It looks like dirt. I don't like it, but I'm trying to learn and, increase my skills. So I have recently learned for the type of face, for a lot of Asian faces who have more of a rounded face, we're supposed to be doing contour like this, not like this. And come here and just go down a little bit. And so it looks something like this. And then the next thing I'm gonna do are my brows. You guys have seen how I do my brows. I'm just gonna go in with this tried and true brandless eyebrow thing. Now I'm gonna go in with blush, which has been my favorite thing to do recently. I have been loving this cream blush. I have recently learned that the skin type that I have, powder blush doesn't look that good. So I have now changed over to a cream blush. So I put a dot of blush here, and in like the bridge of my nose. And based on round faces for Asian girls, what I learned is you're not supposed to put blush here, which is what I was doing before. You want to have it more like, you want to create a triangle here. So all your makeup is like pretty centralized. You guys will see where I put my highlighter too. You want to keep it pretty centralized in the middle of your face, so you're creating more of a sharpened look and not like the rounded look that your face naturally does. Again, all faces are beautiful, but we're enhancing some things with makeup. But now I'm going to go in with my highlighter, which is, this one I will recommend because this one's very popular. This is by Benefit in the shade Tickle. And I love this highlighter. It's like this pinky, very shiny looking highlighter. And there are 4 places where I put my highlighter, which will be the inner corners of my eye, the tip of my nose, and the Cupid's bow of my lip. And again, all of my highlighter, same thing with the blush, is going to be centralized to the middle of my face because I'm trying to create the illusion that everything is more in as opposed to more spread out. So I don't know if you guys can see the highlighter. I put it here. I put a dollop on my nose. You can kind of see that one. And then I put some on the top of my lip, which you can also kind of see. The Last thing before I set all my makeup that I'm going to do is my eyeliner. Now again, I don't go crazy with the eyeliner because I think eyeliner can make or break whether you're going for a more casual, natural look or whether you're going for a more intense night look. But I'm just going to overline and then really accentuate. I have a natural lift here at the end. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of creates like a natural eyeliner look. So I'm just going to accentuate that a little bit, and that's it. Okay, eyeliner is done. It's in. I don't even know if you guys can tell a difference, but I promise that in the mirror it makes a little bit of a difference. And the very last thing are a setting spray and a setting powder. And I go in with the setting powder first. I'm gonna get a clean-ish makeup sponge. And the placement of my setting powder, I've learned, is also very important. So with setting powder, what you want to do is you want to set everything that's not the placement of your blush. When you set your face with powder, to not go over the blush part and not go on the forehead. Whenever you're doing your makeup routine and you're trying to go for a natural look, I recommend staying away from the forehead and the apples of your cheeks. Again, I just do that for the blush and that's it. And then on the forehead, I literally put nothing. So that's set. As you guys can see, it now looks very nice and matte, which is the look I like. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of setting spray because my makeup tends to not last all day and it needs to last at least 8 hours. So we're gonna go and spray all over the face now. The reason why I wouldn't use setting spray is because I thought it gave, like, for a lot of people who want that glowy look, for me it just looked oily because that's what my face just does naturally, and so I avoided it. But I have since learned that if you put powder underneath it first, it doesn't do that. As you guys can see, my face looks nothing shiny or oily or greasy, and it's gonna stay like this for a good 7 to 8 hours without having to do anything, and take you through the rest of my morning. Okay, so this is the very simple fit we are going with today. I have a little bit of a tunic top, this little sweater thingy. I have some leggings, some flats because we are not trying to kill our feet today. And this is how the hair and the face looks. Hopefully it looks presentable. We worked not that hard on it, to be honest. We just did our normal thing. I'm going to get some food packed because I need to have a nice lunch today. And I'm thinking about getting a coffee, so I'm not sure yet. I might do that after my presentation though, come to think of it, because I do not want to be jittery for that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get some food and head out the door very soon, in about 20 minutes. Alright you guys, I just made it to school. Put my stuff here, and I think I'm gonna go run and get my presentation set up. I don't know. I don't know. Alright you guys, I just finished my presentation. It was about an hour long and everything went well. Everything ran smoothly. I didn't feel nervous at all. Like, I was just kind of more like nervous about the language rather than the actual content. So I'm glad we got through that. It is done. That is one less thing to worry about. So now I am back in the office and I am probably going to try to get some breakfast and also get some studying done as well. At work, I had a lot of things to do. Using a program I'm not very familiar with. I'm not used to making spreadsheets and all of that stuff. And so, you know, my bosses expect you to have a specific knowledge of these things, especially because they think, oh, well, she's young, like she's gonna be good at this kind of thing. And I'm just not. O sea, era chance de que vamos a presentar caso clínico. Yo pensé un caso clínico como médico. I don't know if you guys knew this. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but I was never really taught reading comprehension as a child. I really struggle with reading, just in general. The schools where I came from really emphasized speed reading as opposed to comprehension. And so I have like a bunch of first place rewards on being able to read really fast. If you asked me what I read, I'd be like, have no idea. But it was a very short book. It was only like 80 pages, I think, so it was very easy to get through. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been dealing with. Okay, you guys, I am headed home now. It's a bit windy, so sorry about that. But yeah, I am getting to go home a little bit earlier. I think just because it's Friday, everyone tends to go home a little early. So I'm going to head home and change and maybe take a little bit of a nap because I have a lot of studying to do when I get home and I'm so tired. Okay, you guys, we are headed to the dog park. I took a quick little power nap. What are we doing? And by quick, I literally mean quick. Like, it was like 20 minutes, but it did help in my opinion. And I took a quick body shower, and now we are headed to the park. So there's that as well. And then I am also needing to record a podcast episode for my new podcast called The Med Mind. If you guys haven't seen episode 1, it's already out. We talk about imposter syndrome, how to recognize it, things like that. So I'm trying to come up with ideas for episode 2. So I need to write a script and do some research for that episode as well. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have planned for the day. So I just got to the dog park and it's nice and cloudy. I don't know if you guys can see the sky, but it's like a gray, overcast kind of feel, and it's not cold and it's not hot. So it's really nice weather right now, even though it doesn't look like it. But I always, whenever I come back home from the school, I always need to be outside because I'm under just fluorescent lighting. It's a good day. It was a good week. It was a long week, but we got through it. We are so happy. I am going to be definitely resting a lot this weekend. So I'm not going out. I'm not doing anything. I think I'm going out with a friend, but not until next week. So I'm so excited for my recovery weekend and getting in some good sleep, some good runs, and hopefully catching up on all my studying that I need to catch up on. But now I'm gonna just enjoy the rest of my walk outdoors and then head home here in a little bit. Okay, so this is the not glamorous part of having dogs, which is picking up the poop, but you gotta be a responsible pet parent. I could not tell you guys the amount of times I've seen people come out here with their dogs and they let their dogs do their little business and not even clean it up. Like, how disrespectful. So luckily at my park, the neighbors are so kind and they give us this this setup, which is this broom, which has seen better days, let's be honest, and this, like, I call it the pooper scooper. So we are gonna go and clean up our dog's business because we are responsible pet parents, and if you're gonna have the responsibility of having a dog or cat or whatever animal that you bring to the park, always make sure to bring baggies or find some way to clean up your dog's business. Anyway, that is my PSA for the day. I just got home and I grabbed myself some cocoa water. I have a huge pile of laundry over there to get through, and in my head, I can't work if I'm in a disorganized space. So I'm going to quickly fold that, put all of that away, and then I am going to get to studying because that's the most important thing we have to do today. So we're gonna get to this pile of laundry right now. Okay, you guys, I look insane right now, I know, but I have been studying for the past 2 hours. I have been doing all of my active recall and everything and trying to get that done. But I wanted to tell you guys something that I've been doing recently that has really helped with my getting distracted, and that is having a brain dump book. There isn't much in it now because I just started a new one, but basically what I do is I have this little mini notebook sitting right next to me when I study, and anytime a little thought pops into my head or something I want to look up or something I'm curious about, I will just pop it into my journal or my little notebook here. It can be anything from, oh, I'm really curious about this, let me Google this afterwards, or I need to do this, I'm gonna make sure to email this student or whatever it is. And so I'll put it in here, and so that way when I'm finished with my study session, I can refer to this and not have to worry about it, because something I've noticed a lot is about every 2 to 3 minutes or so, something pops into my head that wants to get me distracted. So I have found having a brain dump book next to me really helps. My reward for finishing this study session is going to be dinner because I am starving, but we are powering through, but it is quite a feat having to get through this studying. But anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, you guys, so I just finished having some dinner. I am here playing with my dog. He's a little camera shy, but I just finished having dinner. I had some soup and it was very tasty. And so it is currently 10:30, and so I'm thinking of trying to fit in one more study topic before I head to sleep and just see kind of how that goes. I figured I would end the vlog here, you guys. Thank you so much for coming along with me for another 24-hour vlog. I really appreciate it. My channel and my community is growing so much, and I am just so grateful and so happy to see more people enjoying my content and getting something out of it. And so it just makes me very happy, and it makes me so incredibly grateful, and I realize how privileged and how lucky I am. Even some people might say, well, 300 plus subscribers, that's nothing compared to a lot of people on the platform, but to me, every single person matters. Every single subscriber, every single comment, every single like, I take it very personally. So it just means the world to me, and I'm so happy to be here and sharing my life with you all. So I am going to get to study now, but I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!